So, okay, in this final and concluding part of this little bit of a discussion that Rana Bubber and I have been having, we come to the final critical part. I mean, there's so much to discuss. Housing, we can't talk about housing in 20 minutes. We probably need 10 days and 50 people and roundtable conferences, etc. But still, the critical thing of all this is we're all good intentioned people, but who is going to run these kind of things which will build this number of houses and then maintain it in such a fashion that it doesn't fall down? After all, I just realized that buildings also have life. So let me start with that, Rana. How long should these structures last? Because it's all cost related. So if you say I've got to make it last like the pyramids, when the pharaohs built it, it was standing for 5,000 years, so it must have been built of extremely high quality material, so the weather doesn't spoil it. So for housing, what is the average age that you see that somebody bought it? How long will it last? So how many generations down can live in it?
The thing is, that is what I said, the RCC can last for 350 years on the average.
350 years?
That's right.
Wow, that's a nice long period.
And the only thing is, we have to do periodic management.
Okay.
We have to do, like, let's say, painting exterior. And if there's any chip off or things like that has to be repaired.
Plaster falling off, just keep.
That's right.
Okay.
So there are minor repairs.
So 350 years signifies how many generations?
You can safely take 8 to 10 generations.
10 generations can live in an apartment which has been built out of concrete.
That's right. Because
how come our buildings are falling down within 40 years? I've seen low-cost housing, or is that no-cost housing that's been falling down?
You see, basically, again, at the end of the day, I'm sorry, we are deviating a little bit. The facts remain the fact is, what can you cheat in a housing? You will use less cement.
Yeah.
You will use less steel.
Yeah. These are the two things.
The cement is the muscles.
Okay.
Steel is the bones.
Okay.
So if your bones are not healthy, your body will not be healthy. If your muscles are not healthy, your body won't be healthy.
Okay. So these are the only two things that you look after. A good quality of concrete, a cement mix, and then the steel inside.
Using, again, sorry to say, there are a lot of things, but they are very minor details, but we have to take care.
Okay. So who's going to do that?
The organization and this organization should not be motivated by profits.
Are there such organizations available?
No, I am not talking about the organization. Each and everything will have to be conceived and brought onto that level. Because I am 70.
Okay.
I know how old are you?
I'm closely following you.
Okay, and you are not, 5, 6 years.
All right, touching distance at least. Okay.
What I mean to say to you is, there are people of our age group, from 60 onwards, they're mostly retired. And they still don't want to give up or want to vegetate or wait for their death. They want to do something.
Okay. Or they can contribute in some way.
Yeah, they would like to contribute. And they have very few little problems. Financially, they may be secured.
Yeah, the family is grown up in many ways.
But there are certain things they would like to take their pocket expenses.
Okay.
So in case the organization is created where it is taken care of that person can find a very gainful, in a small manner, employment.
Well, you utilize his time effectively.
For betterment of the mankind.
Okay.
Where he has got.
So he's going to be social minded, civic sensed kind of.
Discharging social responsibility.
Okay.
He's doing, paying back to the society in that way. And we have a lot of people like that, which we are not utilizing today, sorry.
Okay, so if we were to just, we can't wrap up, but in a way, we would say that first of all, it's going to be right-minded people, the right kind of people who will look after this housing once it is built or in the process of building. So you need basically retired people, a whole bunch of them.
You see, I don't know where to start and how to start.
That's the whole problem in our country.
Of the thing is, we have to look at these things in this way. When Mahatma Gandhi started, he never thought he is Mahatma Gandhi.
True, he ended up being the Mahatma.
He just thought he was a British subject and he is entitled to travel by first class because he had bought the first class ticket. Where only when he was thrown out
of the train, then all that thing started.
Then it's a process. It's a process started.
So what's the first step towards it? Does it have to be parliament, government, or people?
First step is simple and plain. everybody is talking for a very long time. Each and every process is taking this shape, that empowerment of the women. We are leading a patriarchal society.
That's the route to take.
Patriarchal society.
Okay.
So we must, as human beings, realize the law of nature is the onus lies on the woman to look after the child.
Okay.
So it is the woman who should, in our own country, there have been societies even till today which are matriarchal societies. Like in Kerala, like in Himachal.
Yeah.
They are still matriarchal societies. So,
and you think that's a better system, so you look after them?
Definitely, because nature has made mother the provider. So if we give this kind of a housing where she has no future, nothing, all her life, you give the house in her name.
All right. So you cut the man out of it, the father, husband.
So he can't throw her out.
Okay.
He can't ditch her. He can't. She doesn't have to go to anybody.
You can't harass her.
She doesn't have to go to anybody.
You just tell him, hey, get the hell out of my house. I own this place.
There is no need for her.
It'll be a matter of asserting her rights.
No, at the end of the day, once I know what is my power, the people who are powerful, they don't exercise their power.
Okay.
It's the people who don't have actual power, they exercise their power. They show this thing.
Like drunken husbands who beat up their wives.
That's right.
Okay. So if you think that the housing, whatever that we provide at this kind of low cost, affordable housing, should be in the name of the woman of the house.
Definitely. If we want to empower and want to change the society.
And that will be the real...
that is the stepping stone, that is the point where we can make all the difference in time to come.
So it looks like housing and whatever we talked about it goes like much more than all that. We started by saying housing is just to prevent you getting wet and stuff, but it's more, much more.
Which we were discussing. I've been involved in the housing industry or building industry for a very, very long period, and I have been all the time consultant with all the builders. Practically any builder in this town.
But you find similar thinking people like you in the building trade? Are they all looking into that way, or are they purely in for profit?
On this issue, I will only ask you a simple plain question. How many people you think are alike the way we think? There's just two of us. In your lifetime, in my lifetime.
Possible that there are not too many of that.
That's right.
But at the same time, it would have occurred to them when they build all these houses.
The people, basically, they get glimpses of it. They have a feel like doing something right. But they, over a period, they forget, they become selfish. Because there are a lot of other reasons. Today, each and everybody wants to prove that he is better. Because that is the patriarchal society we are living in. That's the only way you can show that you are a successful father if you have amassed wealth.
Okay. So that's it, folks. We're going to wind it up right here. But in effect, what Rana says is you need to have social consciousness. You want to do something for your fellow human. You don't want to see him lying on the sidewalk or the pavement. So, and that same one act of providing him with a house to prevent him from getting wet in bad weather is enough to drive him and motivate him in a lot of other things. So that could be just what requires to be done so that even women will come into their own as a citizen in this country instead of always being under the thumb of the male in the family. So until we see you the next time, that was the Rumble. We didn't do much of a Rumble, but we'll get there.